Hey everyone, Jacob here from J.D.T and welcome to the first edition of J.D.T News. The first news story comes at a sad cause. This week, Article 13 was sadly passed, which means copyright laws will be getting more strict. YouTube's gonna become an awful place. Memes are gonna be banned. Poor memes. About memes, at the end of each news episode we're gonna do Meme of the Month. The next news story is about the Paul brothers. Because it's about the Paul brothers. So the first one is obviously going to be the older brother, Logan. This month was the month where Logan Paul did Only Men March, which meant he was going gay for a month. And I'm right to assume that he's just taking the mick out of gay people, which is very, very, very homophobic. And he also made a documentary trailer on a documentary about the Flat Earth Society. The Earth is round! You're just giving new life to the Flat Earth Society. And that is not what we need. We need to shut them down. It isn't flat. It isn't flat. Looks like the intro to this video. There's England. The next story on this month's edition comes from the PewDiePie versus T-Series war. Last week, T-Series overtook PewDiePie. There was a 40,000 subscriber gap. And then, 2 days later, this happened. But then, on Monday morning, this week, T-Series took over again. And that was the end of the war. Because I'm pretty sure there's like an 86,000 gap as of the time of me recording. An 86,000, nearly 100,000. T-Series won. T-Series won the war. Next story. The next story is about the other Paul brother, Jake Paul. Him and Joe Weller set up a boxing ring in Jake's back front garden. I don't know which one. And they had a little boxing match. And Joe Weller was hit right there, which sent him down for the 10 count, which means Jake Paul defeated Joe Weller. Joe Weller also did a 21-minute video, and in the middle of that video, there was a diss track on Joe Weller, and Joe Weller was a backup dancer in a diss track about him. Very odd. Joe Weller was defeated by Jake Paul because of being hit right there, and I know how that feels. It hurts. The next story! There's two stories now about a man called Shane Dawson. The first one is a good story. Congratulations to Shane Dawson for getting engaged to his boyfriend. But then, the news story that everybody wants to hear about is the one where, on a podcast over 10 years ago, Shane Dawson made a slightly over-the-top joke where he said the following.
One time, I laid my cat down on her back.
Are you gonna get arrested for this?
I don't know. No.
Think about it.
I don't think so.
Okay, go ahead.
I didn't penetrate. I laid the cat down on her back, and then I moved her little chicken legs, like, spread open or whatever. And I was like, if I just, like, hump, but, like, on her tummy, like, that's not weird. Like, whatever. And then I humped it, and it kept going, and it came all over the cat.
No, you did not.
It's obvious that he was joking, but it's a joke that's... Here's the edge. There's the joke. It was over the edge. And people were like, oh, Shane Dawson did this thing to his cat. I'm a PG news source. It was a joke. But it made for some very good memes. The next story is about Vsauce. A little over 2 weeks ago, Vsauce announced, or his wife announced, or they both announced, that they're expecting a son in August. Well done, congratulations to Vsauce. But expected in August, that means Vsauce failed No Nut November. Am I allowed to say that?
No!
Okay. The next story. The most famous YouTuber of all time. 26 subscribers. Over 14k views in total. Well, probably not. Can't spell the word reacting on screen now. She spelt it as rejecting. And in that video, she said the words rejecting.
Rejecting.
If you want to hear more about the most famous YouTuber of all time misspelling a word, go to the links in the description to Internet Morons episode 7 and Internet Morons episode 8. That was a cheap plug. J.D.T news. J.D.T news. Roll the thing. Hey. As most of you probably know, yesterday, me, J.D.T, got copyrighted for my PewDiePie lyric video for apparently sound recording, which I don't know what that means, which means I could get copyrighted in this one, because I might sound record. No, I won't. If I get copyrighted, I get copyrighted for using memes. Nah, I won't get copyrighted. It also copyrighted my outro, but that was a bug. It looks to be like, because it was royalty-free music. So yeah, that's... And I don't know why I said Janimble Snimble. I don't know why I keep saying my colleague. I don't know why I keep saying my colleague has something to say. It's just me taking off this. I am J.D.T. I am now a news person. Deal with it. I wonder if I can put some shades on my face when I do that. You'll see, won't you? The final news story of today is about the most unfunny person on the planet, named Lele Pons. I was gonna scrap up recording, but then I went onto trending to see if there was any news. And then all of a sudden, I saw my hands start to shake. Lele Pons made a video called I'm Pregnant, or something along those lines. She made a video saying she was pregnant. It's obviously a prank because it's with a friend. I watched the video, the entirety of it. I want to curl up in a ball and die. I want to never watch that again. So please. Oh, she's so unfunny. Her comedy relies on screaming and shouting and making loud noises. I don't like it. No, I don't. that brings us to meme of the month. Boom! Meme of the month this month was probably the beatbox Tetris dude that went round for about 2 weeks. There's a clip of it. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted. So leave a like, comment what you want me to do next, and subscribe for more. Bye, that's it for this month. That's how news people do it, isn't it?